Part 3 of the TechOWL VOW series, Valuing Older Workers. My name is Tom, and I will be guiding you through the third and final part of this three-part VOW series, Valuing Older Workers.
Photo of a man wearing a tie and glasses.
This video is a collaboration between the Mid-Atlantic ADA Center and TechOWL, the Assistive Technology Act program at the Institute on Disabilities at Temple University.
Short video clip of City Hall in Philadelphia. Next slide shows a photo of a woman at a desk using a microphone tool.
Part 3. Specialized and Personalized Solutions for Individuals. Finding a solution. Every person is unique, and we all work within a specific context of tasks and environment. When universal design is not enough to give everyone equal access, we use a person-centered approach or process. First, you see here, we consider the person. We look at the person, we consider their abilities and challenges in the task that they need to get done. Then we examine the task at hand. What are the needs of the task, and what are the expectations of the task? Then finally, we combine all of this understanding of the person's abilities and challenges with the task at hand, and we then look at assistive technology possible solutions. So something to note here is that there might not be just one solution for the assistive technology. There could be several solutions that could be incorporated to address that person's needs and expectations for the task or the job that help improve, maintain their abilities, as well as address their challenges.
Next slide shows a video of a woman thinking.
So let's practice. Consider some of the following examples of AT solutions.
Next slide shows a video of a woman wearing a shawl and typing on a computer with one finger.
First, we have this example, accessing a computer. There are several ways to access a computer. You can type with one hand, you can use your voice using voice control, you can navigate the screen using something called eye gaze.
Next slide shows a photo of a man wearing a headset with a microphone.
Consider this example. The person that we're working with here is named Amar. Amar is an office assistant with arthritis. The task. Amar is having difficulty typing at the rate required by his employer. The assistive technology solution. Amar was set up with a headset and speech recognition software for data input.
Next slide shows a photo of two men looking at a computer.
Communication tools. Communication devices and hearing tools include speech-generating devices, personal amplification systems, assistive listening loops, or captioning devices.
The next slide shows a photo of a man wearing an apron in a kitchen.
Consider this example. The person is Dave. Dave is a cook with Parkinson's disease. The task. Dave began to have difficulty communicating with customers due to voice issue or a voice shake. The assistive technology solution. This problem was solved with a speech amplification device to alleviate vocal strain.
Next slide has a photo of a person using a magnifying glass.
Access for low vision. Low vision aids include digital stand magnifiers, screen reading software. Screen reading softwares tell you out loud what the text says and describes the features of a web page or image. An important note, screen reading softwares only work if it has been coded properly. This is in regards to the web page. If the web page or images are not coded properly, the screen reading software might not work. So this is definitely something to consider when having a screen reader, that you might encounter something online that doesn't necessarily work with a screen reader. However, accessibility, particularly digital accessibility, is more and more common in many organizations, websites, and conversations of the like.
Next slide shows a photo of a man with gray hair and beard reading a newspaper.
Consider this example. The person that we're working with is Chris. Chris is a social worker with vision loss. Chris was having difficulty reading printed reports and navigating electronic files. The assistive technology solution, Chris continued to excel at his job once he was provided with a stand magnifier and screen magnification software.
Next slide shows a photo of someone working at a standing desk.
Mobility and positioning. Non-traditional workstations can improve long-term comfort and well-being. This could be an active seating option or a standing desk. Specialized workstations for individuals with chronic fatigue, back pain, and other conditions include a zero-gravity or supine desk.
Next slide shows a photo of a person using a mobility scooter in a garden.
Consider this example. The person we are working with is Alex. Alex is a manager at a large nursery. She has a degenerative condition. The task? Alex's condition was impacting her ability to travel between the greenhouses. The assistive technology solution, she was provided with a mobility scooter to use during work hours. This allowed her to continue with her regular duties and routines more safely. How do you choose the right assistive technology? Employer and employees should work together. The process may include support from professionals and consultants. The team may include doctors, speech-language pathologists, rehab engineers, occupational therapists, consultants from companies that make assistive technology, and other professionals.
Next slide has 3 photos: a map of Pennsylvania, a person using a white cane, and a wheelchair accessible entrance button.
Ask the experts. Wondering how to know what solutions to try? You can ask your state's Assistive Technology Act program. In Pennsylvania, that's us at TechOWL. You can ask your local Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, or you can ask your local Job Accommodation Network. To find your state's Assistive Technology Act program, you can go to the website at3center.net/state program.
Next slide has 3 photos. 1, a group of people talking. 2, a person using a tablet. And 3, a person receiving a package.
Ask the experts. Be prepared to discuss strengths, challenges, and features of the work environment. Your assistive technology specialist might recommend trialing solutions to see which items work best. Devices might be available to try for free from your state's assistive technology lending library.
Next slide shows a short video of a person turning pages in a book.
Let's review. Question 1. Which of the following solutions might be appropriate for an employee with vision loss? Eye gaze computer systems, personal amplification devices, a digital magnifier, or a mobility scooter? I'll give you 2 more seconds. The answer to question 1 is C, a digital magnifier. Whether handheld or a desktop unit, this may be an appropriate reading solution for someone with vision loss. Question 2, true or false? It is the employee's responsibility to know what device they need before requesting an accommodation. I'll give you 2 more seconds. The answer is false. The employee, the employer, the AT specialist, anyone can work together to identify possible solutions. Question 3. Who can I ask for a one-on-one consultation about the best AT solutions for my individual needs? A, the state AT program. B, Office of Vocational Rehabilitation. C, the Job Accommodation Network, or D, all of the above? I'll give you a few more seconds. The answer is D, all of the above. The specialists at any of these locations will be able to steer you in the right direction. Your state AT program may additionally have devices available for you to borrow in their state AT library.
Next slide shows a photo of a person sitting at a computer and thinking.
Some self-reflection.
Next slide shows a video of a person writing on a pad of paper.
What are procedures for requesting workplace accommodations at your company? Is there a process in place to help identify solutions for employees who don't know what accommodations to ask for? How can you improve that process?
Final slide has a photo of someone doing a thumbs up.
Congratulations! This is the final video in the 3-part series VOW, Valuing Older Workers. You now have the knowledge to make your workplace more accessible for everyone.